Pause that 5.
Also paused.
Oh, hold on. I went too far.
Yo, I swear I get the
Okay, I'm
same
good now.
question every time I meet people. Where?
What are you at right now?
I'm at 5
Sure.
now.
5? Okay, perfect. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome back, gamers, as we get into game 3 of the final game of the night between 1st and 8th on the blue side and
You got it. I believe
Nefarious
in you. You
NXT.
got this.
Oh my god, dude. Like, that's what
Let's go.
happens when you do,
Be in there.
drugs. Don't do drugs. But it looks like
Who's
1st
doing
or
drugs?
8th. Haha. Oh, the ganja man. Anyway, 1st or 8th will opt in for the basic 5-point start. Not going to try to do anything too crazy here. As Nefarious NXT will kind of just gaggle around, waiting for a little bit something shaky here.
Yep. We got, the standard ward line starting to be built from the side of Nefarious NXT. They've done it every game so far. Just get a solid line of defense, make sure that Mason isn't going for any cheeky invades early on. They got the ward on the Raptor Pit. They got the ward in, I believe, both tri-brushes. And they're chilling.
Oop.
Looks like Kennen might actually spot out this top leash going on here.
Yep,
So
looks
now
like.
they know that Hector's starting top.
Ooh.
Looks like Sejuani's going to mirror, and we actually have kind of the opposite. Both jugglers starting top side instead of bot side, and they should both know it. Although iCuriosity and Nuclear Gecko both did a fake leash in the bot side, so maybe 1st or 8th doesn't know where the Sejuani's starting, but we're probably going to have mirrored clears again. Oh, maybe not. Sejuani going straight to the blue buff.
Yeah, just doing the buff that either Gromp or Krug start is just so good because like you clear them both relatively fast, and then you can also look for an early gank if you so choose. Fail Asian will do a full top clear and transition that into his bot side, while the Sejuani will do, as I said before, the buff, and then either Krugs or Gromp start. So they are both definitely looking to do something a little bit bot lane here, being that both bot lanes are relatively volatile if they get a lead in some kind of way here.
Yep, Sejuani is around the bot lane. We'll see if she gets to do anything. Hecarim, meanwhile, just like you said, clearing up his whole jungle. It's like Sejuani's just going to get... Oh, no, she's going bot lane. We're going to see an early gank here.
Ooh.
And
Looks
Sind
like...
and Stick in the box are both pushed up for this.
Ooh. Jin does have Deadly
comes Sejuani.
Flourish here. Jin's gonna walk up, gonna get stunned. Oh, that's a really nice interrupt there. Rel's gonna get put to her base movement speed, but that's another kill. First blood onto the Leona here. Jin's gonna flash on out, fearing the fast pony here. That's 2 sums out for the Rel, and it's only 2 sums in the bot lane total for the bot lane, 1 apiece for both the Leona and the Jin.
Yeah, there's the lack of knowledge there coming to bite 1st or 8th. They didn't know where the Sejuani was starting. They probably assumed she was starting bot side. And get surprised by the level 3 Sejuani gank. Hecarim was almost there, but not quite soon enough.
They're going to look for a little gank here.
Like
Nico is silenced. Not going to quite get anything. Not going to land the charge. Just going to use the shape splitter to just phase on out here. Hecarim is topside. He's taking top scuttle. He might look for a little bit something top, being that Kennen is pushed in here.
Yeah, Sejuani actually kind of has to stay
top.
mid lane.
Kennen does get taunted up here.
Low.
The devastating charge gets charged up, but Kennen is going to preemptively flash. He is getting slowed by the red buff, and Hecarim will not get a return kill here. He cancels the last auto and Q, and that is highly, highly unfortunate there for Fail Asian.
Yeah, not the worst thing ever. Did get the Kennen flash, allows us Shen to push in the wave and reset. going to force the Kennen TP as well. But you saw Sejuani just kind of sitting mid lane because Malzahar was so low. They didn't want the Nico to just get a plate in the mid lane with the advantage that she had. And so that's a bit of a disadvantage from Sejuani, not really getting anything done on the map. And you see Hecarim, he's got a bunch of camps up here. He's going to keep mounting this camp lead over the Sejuani.
Yeah, first Drake will be a Cloud. So Hecarim is hovering bot side, trying to look for a little bit of a gank, but Nefarious NXT's bot lane will just kind of back on out here. Drake is still up on the table. They don't quite know that Sedge is top, so that just probably indicates that both of the lanes don't really keep track of their relative top lane, where the jungle pathing is. Top lane is going to get a little bit of poke action here.
Sejuani is in the area top lane. She might actually be looking for a gank, and Shen is still
Spotted
pushed
by a
up.
ward here. He's going to go into the bush, going to get the charge onto him. Not going
He's
to quite
okay.
get the stun. Oh, Ken does get the stun there, being the little electro mouse.
Yeah, the dual stun from the Kennen and the Sejuani can be very scary, but luckily Shen was able to get out. Didn't need to burn the flash, so does still have the summoner advantage. Will need to TP back though.
Yeah, Permafrost, like, it just does so much damage early if you manage to proc it. It does 10% of your max health in damage. Early game, that is absolutely insane. As Hecarim is top side now, so they won't necessarily spot him out on a ward yet. Kennen did use his only escape. Kennen does have the slicing maelstrom right now. He's pushing forward for a little bit of poke. Not quite going to get the Spirit Blade to go through the Kennen to apply the slow here. Hecarim's
Hecarim
not
has
going
been
to
sitting here
send
for
it.
a while though.
Yeah, Hecarim not going to quite send it. Oh, he's coming back, popping the
No,
ghost now.
just waiting for
Devastating
the
charge
ghost.
coming in. Kennen's going to get behind him, and he's not going to get the knockback into the Shen. And that will be a signal that Sedge can definitely start it.
Malzahar TPing
Malzahar's
bot.
TPing bot. He has the ultimate. Is the oh my god. Samira's gonna get stunned up here. She's gonna flash on out. That's a TP from Nico, and that's a ult from Shen. That's a two-man there. Two-man Nico ultimate onto two of them here, but Shen will get the kill onto the Jhin. Zenith Blade going back on Samira. Not going to get too much. Samira is going to go right back in, but the Space Aids is going to get a kill onto the Shen. Samira is running rampant in the back line, and that will be a 4 for 2 for the side of first and eighth.
4 for 1 even, because I got the first blood earlier. So that's a really good fight for first or eighth. You know, they all made it to the play. Unfortunately, the Kennen wasn't actually able to make it with no TP and no global like the Shen had with the Stand United.
Yeah.
And so the 4v5 turns into a really good play. All four members that were there for Nefarious NXT end up get taken down, and that's going to be a dragon for first or eighth.
Yeah, unfortunately, nobody was close enough to the Samira for the Malzahar ult to really do anything, because nobody was close enough to get enough damage down to try to kill her. So she just kind of flashes on out, and they don't get too much off there.
Yeah, luckily, the Kennen alone in the top lane wasn't able to get a plate, but was able to get a nice couple waved lead in CS. Going to be up a few hundred gold. Actually, he's down in gold because of the kill that Shen got, but you know, with that lane pressure, likely get this plate soon, and then he will equalize the gold and potentially go ahead soon enough.
Yeah, like the thing about Kennen is like he's just super super niche. Like you need a good amount of items. Like if you Kennen is such a feast or famine champion that if he doesn't get a decent gold lead from the split push that he's doing, that then there won't be too much in. But it looks like they're gonna try to bait the Shen here. Sejuani does have the ult, just gonna taunt on out. So they now know the Sejuani is top side here. Hecarim did back, so Sedge is just gonna go back to her top side jungle, clear her wraps and krugs. Mid lane, just getting the early prio as, you know, Malzahar being Malzahar. Bot lane also pushing in with their lead. Rel gonna go in.
Then going in.
Jin's gonna flash on out. Deadly Flourish does not hit anybody. Leona is not sick, so Jin was forced to flash as the Rel had Magnet Storm available, so it would not feel very, very nice as it also is kind of like a small knockup to an extent.
Yep, the Magnet Storm still available for Zint. And it looks like the lanes are just content to just keep farming out, at least in the bot lane. We'll see Leon in soon enough, but maybe it won't be in the 2v2. Samira's actually alone here. But Leona's not going to pull the trigger. Only level 5 does not have that solar flare yet.
Not
And
quite
so
yet.
Samir
Mid
is
lane here.
chilling.
They're
Hecarim's in the
looking
area
for
as
a
well.
pick. Maybe mid here. The root does come out. Spell shield is going to block it up here. Hecarim is bot side. Trying to look for a little bit of a cheeky gank, but they do see that the attract repel is in the back. Ooh, gonna go straight in.
Oh,
Ferromancy gonna go in, knocking up only one. Zenith Blade backwards onto the Hecarim. That's a really big Magnet Storm onto two, and that should be another kill here for the Samira, and Rel will get the other kill, and that will be a 2-0. Not gonna get too much else bot lane here, as top and mid start trying to push out and trying to get a little bit something on the opposite end.
yeah, Samira started last game 0-3, now starting 3-0. So, once again, we're seeing the fortunes flip in first or eighth's favor with Stick in the Box having a nice start on this Samira. And she'll get to that strong point a lot faster than she was last game. And that could be the difference maker. A 2k gold lead already for first or eighth. And most of that is on that Samira and the Rel.
On top lane, just a little bit of a tickle here onto the Shen, as the key barrier definitely does a lot of work and helps with the trading. But
Yep.
it's going to be very, very hard for this bot lane to come back, being that Rel is so good at going in with the Ferromancy, and then nothing can really interrupt it unless you have a displacement, which is only available on the Sejuani queue. So Nika will push out mid here, gonna walk bot, gonna get spotted by that control ward.
I wonder which team is going to go toward the Rift Herald. Looks like Cloudslayer is going towards it first. I think they've been getting the Rift Herald more often than not in this series. But Hecarim is on that side of the map, and potentially Mason might have something to say about this. Looks like Sejuani's just going to back off.
Ooh, does get spotted out here. Bleach Bottle's gonna come down first, trying to
Nico.
clear the ward. Almost get hit with the root. Cannon's gonna come down to answer first here. Gonna take a lot of chunk for that single control ward here. Shen's gonna go in, slicing Maelstrom onto the Shen. But on the other side, that will be a one-man ult on Pop Blossom here.
Oh, the
But
heck?
the
The Metagraph got
Nico's
denied.
gonna get stunned up. She's gonna flash on out. But there's the Spirit's Refuge onto the Hecarim. Hecarim's gonna live, and that's a 2-0 on the top side for the side of first and eighth. Kennan's just gonna
The
only get
Malzahar
one man.
ulti.
Oof.
Malzahar ulti came out like as Hecarim was ulting onto him, and the what's that ability called? Onslaught
Of
of
Shadows.
Shadows was actually able to cancel it, and that's going to be a Rift Herald going over to the side of first or eighth after a kind of a botched play from the side of Nefarious NXT, and I Spy Something Dead. He's going to be kicking himself for that one.
Yeah, man. God damn, I forgot the name again. What was it? It was
You'll get there. I believe in you.
it was Nefarious. Yeah, Nefarious.
Nefarious
Yeah.
NXT.
Yeah, Nefarious NXT, like in that top lane fight there, they like it just looked like both of them, all three of them were not really on the same page. Like you use a slicing maelstrom only on the Shen, and then you Sedge ult the Nico, but she just kind of flashes on out and then comes back in to get the damage. So both teams definitely were not on the same page there, but definitely going to see them have more opportunities to fight, as it is about a 3.5k gold lead for the side of first or eighth. Kennen does have the ultimate up soon, and he has TP, so does the Shen. So if they're going to look for a bot lane play here, now would be a really, really good time, as there are a couple key ultimate the Stand United is down for Shen.
Yep, Kennen gonna back, potentially go bot lane as this dragon is going down. The Sejuani and the Leona are on it right now. We'll see if the Shen is able to use the Stand United to get in, as Nico is looking to check. Looks like Sejuani and Leona are actually not going to start the dragon just yet, but they definitely have a window. They've got the vision control, but both teleports are up for the side of first to eight. The Stand United is down. I would like to correct myself there, but they definitely have the ability to get to the dragon, and that scared Nefarious NXT off
They might
enough
look
that they're gonna
into
completely concede the area.
top lane here. They're dropping the Rift Herald to see if they can try to do a little chunk on this tower. Plates are gone. They might look to dive the Kennen here, but Kennen does a lot of damage. My God. But Nico is also up here. Kennen needs to clear out this wave as fast as possible. But look on the other side of the map. Nefarious will start up the Drake here. It will get spotted out by first or eighth, and it looks
Shen
like
has ulti in a few seconds.
yep, it will be a Drake uncontested here. Top lane, they wasted a lot of time. Nice job for Nefarious to take advantage of the 3 top lane there.
Gonna be an Inferno Soul game, it looks like.
Ooh, that means it's extra spicy.
Yeah, the extra damage will be very useful for a lot of the players in this game, especially on the side of Nefarious NXT. The Kennen and the Jin with Infernal Soul, and even just a few Infernal Drakes, will be very good. Those are some of the best
Ooh,
users
there
of it.
goes the
But Sin's going in
Ferromancy
on.
up there. That's a 2-man stun. Magnet Storm onto 2. Samir's just going to go on in. Going to miss the Solar Flare. Not going to quite get the stun, but Inferno Trigger going to lay down. Not going to get the kill there onto the Leona. That is that's 3 summoners for the bot side. They're going to look to dive here. Hecarim is nearby. Malzahar is also
Nico's
coming
here as
up.
well.
Nico is up in the bot lane bush. They're going to go straight onto the Hecarim here. Curtain Call does come out. Looks like it's just going to get blocked up. Not too much damage coming out, but Force Shot still somehow goes onto the Hecarim here. They're going to look to dive if they keep staying here, but Nefarious is coming up with nefarious plans as they have 2 others waiting in the wings here. Shen does
Yep.
have to stand
And
united.
it looks
Kennen does have to TP. And it looks like they're just going to, both sides are just going to back off and continue going onto their farming ways.
Yeah, the Shen wasn't really able to use the stand unit there because the Kennen was on top of him, would have just gotten stunned out of it. And so we're just going to see some pushing in the bot lane from Samir, getting a lot of damage onto that tower. Meanwhile, Hecarim and Nico are just back to farming. You know, they just want to get strong for this mid-game team fight with the Hecarim and the Shen. And so they don't really have to do anything at the moment, but they can't wait forever to pull the trigger because with the amount of CC and damage that Nefarious NX Team's comp will have, they will eventually outscale.
Yeah, like right now, this map is pretty much completely dark for both sides. Oof. Malefic Vision is definitely doing a lot of damage. Doesn't have his mythic item quite yet for Malzahar, but he is starting to scale up a little bit. That's when you really want to look for crucial fights here and try to shut down whomever the Nether Grasp is on. Both sides of the map looking pretty dry when it comes to awards. 3k gold lead still for first or eighth. It is still anybody's ball game here. We have not seen a complete team fight with the Shen or the Kennen. So still waiting for that. I'm still trying to see the kind of fear that I Spy Something Dead's Malzahar has instilled into his enemies here.
Yeah, no one's played the Malzahar tax just yet. Samira actually taking the cleanse, which is a little bit greedy,
Ooh,
considering she's
Leona is
still.
going to
It
have to
won't
face
stop
check here. There goes
Malzahar.
a Deadly Flourish onto the Rel. Not going to do too much damage. Well, going to do a little bit of damage. 25% health is gone. Cleanse does not cleanse suppressions, sadly. They took that out a while back. So nobody's paid the QSS tax quite yet here for the Malzahar, as they haven't seen the power of what a full charged Nether Grasp can do, since there's a lot of interrupts for it. Next Drake is Infernal. It'll be up in about a minute and 20 seconds here. Deadly Flourish not going to quite land. Lots of dancing grenades coming down.
Here, let me hit you with some spicy opinions, right? I think Banshee's Veil should build out a QSS. So may just have a QSS item. Yay or nay?
Probably not a Banshees. There probably should just be like a completely separate item. He was like, it's definitely good because QSS for an AP champion is super, super nice. Like, yeah, you have Banshees, yeah, you have Zanyas, but like that's not really gonna help you if you're getting a full duration Malzahar ultimate on you, or like some other kind of suppression. But it looks like in the bot lane river here, Sedge and Hecarim are gonna fight up a little bit. Just gonna cancel out both
We got
charges of
fighting
each
all
other.
over the map.
Bot lane, you're gonna have a little bit of poke here. Jin's walking up a little bit too close for comfort there. Pheromancy can knock him up any second and end his life here. As the Infernal Drake will spawn in about 20 seconds here. Gonna try to get mid prio and bot prio as much as possible.
Yeah, both champions in the top lane have a way to get into this fight. The Stand United and TP are up for the Shen, and of course the TP for the Kennen. He's even got a nice flank ward in the bot lane Tribrush if he can get the TP off, but it looks like he's still fighting the Shen. And at the moment, first or eighth
Ooh,
do have control
Pheromancy
over the
going in
Drake, and
onto
they're
the
fighting.
Sejuani. Sejuani's going to get stunned up. That's a very big TP from Kennen. Only going to pop Blossom onto 1. Sejuani's going to fall down. Slicing Maelstrom onto 3. That's a lot of damage, but can they follow up? Bleach Bottle's getting really, really low there. That's a really good shutdown onto the Kennen, but Hecarim is getting more shutdowns. And he'll get a triple kill here. Inferno Trigger going to come down, going to get interrupted. And Samir will pull up the last kill, and that will be a 2 for 5 ace for the side of first or eighth.
A really critical play from the Hecarim there. Actually hit the Jhin away from the Blast Cone as he was trying to Blast Cone over the wall. He probably would have died anyway since the Hecarim was on top of him. But a nice little play there from Mason on the Hecarim. And that's going to be a Drake and potentially a bot and mid tower as well. So first or eighth getting a lot on the map. They aren't going to go for the mid tower, but they are going to get that first turret bot. This is, I believe, the latest of the series at 21 minutes and 45 seconds first turret.
Yeah,
And
man.
that's a lot of gold in the favor of first or eighth.
Yep, the gold lead is ballooning up a little bit now. It is about 5.5k here for the side of first or eighth. The Samira is now 505. She has her collector. It's definitely not going to feel very, very nice when she is turning on the Inferno trigger and getting executes left and right and center. Kennen did get a really good ult there, but it's very unfortunate that kind of the whole team was split off in that little junction there in the bot jungle. Being Infernal Rift does split you off pretty well with all those kind of weird little rock formations. So very nice job there for first or eighth to kind of take advantage of their various AoE abilities and kind of splitting them off in those chokes.
Yeah, we are looking at a bit of a potential play bot lane. Unfortunately, the Sejuani Kennen, they do see the danger, so they are going to back off, and that's going to be another tower going to the side of first or eighth. Amounted still about a 5.5k gold lead. But yeah, these two item spikes are starting to come in for a lot of the members of first or eighth, and they're going to be looking for a fight.
Onslaught, Pheromancy coming down, knocking up only the Leona. Magnet Storm onto 2. That's a Sejuani ultimate onto the Samira here, but she's going to turn the Inferno trigger, going to get silenced. Only going to get 1 for none. And they're going to get a stun onto the Malzahar. Rel is going in a little bit too deep into the back line here. That looks like it might be a kill here onto the Rel. Pheromancy out, going to get a little bit tanky. Does not have flash. The sun's getting really, really low, but the Pop Blossom comes down. That's a really nice stopwatch. Curtain Call's also coming down. Space Aid's coming onto the Nico here. Deadly Flourish onto the Shen. Shen's going to get rooted up, going to get taken down. That's a double kill for Kennen here. Baron is up on the table. Hecarim is still up. Are they going to go for this Baron? That was a 2 for 1.
They're looking towards it. That was a really beautiful stopwatch from the Malzahar, and unfortunately, both of Nico's spells were unable to hit him because of the stopwatch. But Samira and Hecarim are both still alive, and Hecarim is running up here as fast as he can. He might just
He is
be
about
too
to get
late.
Ghost, but it looks like he is just going to kind of back off here. Going to get Trap is going to proc him. He's going to get rooted. Are they going to look for more? He is not going to quite get slowed up yet by the Winter's Wrath here. And Nefarious will back off. They close the gold lead by about 3K here. The gold that separates them is about 2.6K, still to the side of first or eighth. Very nice team fight here. Drake will be up in about 1 minute 45 seconds. What are they going to do with this Baron buff here?
Yeah, they do have the Baron. They have even up the gold a little bit, and all or two of the three outer turrets are still out. I'd like to see him, siege up mid, get that turret, siege up top, get that. Maybe just keep Kennen and or Malzahar in that side lane to try to get that. As the Shen has kind of had a rough time against this Kennen. He is a level down and a bit of CS, so
Also.
I believe either of them are capable of pushing into the Shen.
Hey, bro, you gotta try this, dog. You gotta sidebar. Control Shift
What?
C, unlock the zoom, and then just zoom all the way out.
Yeah, I know what it does. I know what it does.
Oh, it looks.
I've played with spectator client before. Don't worry.
Oh, it looks really, really funny. Honestly, you can just keep it like that the whole entire
Yeah,
time.
for sure.
Current
Oh,
goal getting
Nico's in
called
trouble.
down. Lands the first shot. Lands the second shot. But lands the third shot. Gets to execute with the collector. And that's a really crucial pick there. That's a lot of the AOE CC damage that first or eighth really needs. And it looks like they're going to try to end up in this bot tower here. Deadly Flourish does not land onto the Rel. Rel is going to get stunned up by Leona. Top lane. Ken is just going to split push to its heart's content. Shen is looking for a bit of a flank here, but that's a really nice double
Flash taunt.
taunt there onto the Malzahar and the Rel. But that's Slicing Maelstrom is even nicer. Gets a two-man Slicing Maelstrom. Magna Storm coming out. Shen is just going to dash on out. Samir can't really do too much as Leona's way too tanky. Samir's going to get stunned on up. Blade War coming out. Can't Blade War nothing. As the Rel and Samir go down, get taken down by the Kennen. That's a 4 for none. As Nefarious NXT is pushing down the mid tower. They're looking to break the base at 27 minutes. The only person up is Nico. Nico has Flash. She has Pop Blossom. There's only one low health bar, and it's on a tank. Is she going to go in? No, she's not. She's just going to kind of stand in the wings and try to clear the wave as much as possible before they can get anything else. And Nefarious NXT will rotate towards this Infernal Drake. And this will be their second Drake of the game.
Yeah, you're seeing, they're really living up to the name first or eighth. They are going in, and they are going in no matter what. You saw the Shen flash taunt in a 4v5 with the Samira nowhere near. That was a very aggressive play, and some would call it suicidal with how it ended up turning out. But, it shows if they're winning or losing, they're doing it with style, and you saw it there. Unfortunately, not paying off as the gold lead has once again swung in the favor of Nefarious NXT. And, this scaling comp starting to come online. Kennen's got 5 kills, got 3 items, got that Oblivion Orb as well. And this is starting to get scary for the side of first or eighth, as this team is going to keep getting stronger.
Yeah, I'm really, really surprised that they opted to take that team fight 5v4. Like, they break the spell shield on the Malzahar with the Onslaught of Shadows, but they got nothing else with it. And then the Shen goes in. Nobody is close enough to get the damage follow-up because the only person that really does damage is the Samir, but she wasn't close enough. They do... this Nefarious does way too much damage with the Slicing Maelstrom onto 2 there on the front line, so they get chunked out. Samir couldn't go in with no more backup. So it looks like Nefarious will go on the top side, try to get a little bit of vision prio here. Gonna get a 2-man silence. And they're just gonna try to back on out before they get picked off anymore. Ken's still in the top lane pushing that out, trying to get a little bit of prio. Rel stealing...
It's a 5v5 top lane.
Oof. Rel stealing those resistances definitely makes Leona a little bit mortal here. But that's a rocket balance, and that's a 5-man Slicing Maelstrom! As the Malzahar locks down the Samira. Samira's going to get locked down. Rel trying to help in the front line, but she's going to get cut down. Hecker went to the back line with the Onslaught of Shadows, and that will be all she wrote.
They're going mid. That's the game.
Mid lane.
They're going to end the game.
Supers are going mid. They're going to end the game here. Closest person that's going to spawn is 20 seconds on the Rel, 24 on the Samira. Are they going to try to end the game? Yes, they are. They're going to start pushing these Nexus towers, and that will be it. As Nefarious NXT will go 2-1 against first or eighth.
And it happened so quickly. The Kennen ultimate just completely destroys the entirety of first or eighth. The beautiful flash rocket belt slicing maelstrom, and that's it. The game is over. Wrap it up. Go home.
Man,
That Nefarious NXT 4 games today, where if they lost, they were out of the tournament, and they won all 4.
they
Crazy run here for
I'm gonna
Nefarious
put quote
NXT.
quote. They reverse swept 2 teams at a deficit early. That's just crazy. First game they always lose. They learn, they look at it, and they're like, I can execute this. And they immediately come back in the next 2 games and destroy them. Definitely KKM Kings, man. That man, he carried this whole series. Both games that they were on the brink of defeat and getting swept, KKM Kings brings it back and puts the team on his back to carry them into round 3 of the losers bracket.
I wouldn't say he totally carried them game 2. Like we said, the Heimerdinger ended up doing a ton of damage, but game 3 on the Kennen, absolutely dominant, especially in those last few team fights, getting massive slicing maelstroms. And honestly, I don't think we can give the MVP of that series to anyone else. I think KKM Kings earned that one.
Oh yeah, KKM Kings definitely earned it. Played Kale early game, doesn't and just starts to farm up. The team
He
kind
got a
of played.
solo kill in lane even.
Yeah, he got a solo kill, level 5 against the Kled. Does super well here. And the third game, my god, the Kennen. Early game was a little bit wishy-washy. They were at a 5k gold deficit, but eventually they played a little bit slower. They farm up the Kennen, and they bring it back with all these really big team fights here. And that 5-man slicing maelstrom is the icing on the cake, as the MVP of this series, in my opinion, also goes to KKM King.
Looks like we're both in agreement there. Chat's making fun of my blue light filters. I gotta take them off. I have sensitive feelings, man. You're hurting me.
See, this just proves that Twitch chat is completely unrelentless, as my glasses just look, relatively normal to an extent. They just look like my old nerdy glasses in like what, I don't know, middle school.
Of course, of course.
So as we
Yeah, but sorry, I'll let you go.
yeah, like as we wrap up the night here, we're just gonna say another congratulations to the 3 teams that have played tonight, and congratulations to both KKM Michael and I Curiosities for getting MVP of their respective series tonight. We really hope to see y'all here later on tomorrow as we get ready to
Well,
do
not
Next
tomorrow.
or
Next
Saturday,
not
weekend.
tomorrow, not tomorrow. Uh, oof,
2 p.m.
I got
PST,
really
5
bad
p.m.
eyes.
EST.
But as we get ready for next Saturday, when we when we host again the winners finals at 5 p.m. EST and the lower bracket finals at right after that winners bracket finals. And we will be with you. Oh man, my throat, it
Doing
hurts.
good? You gonna
It
make it?
hurts.
We're
But
almost there. You're almost done.
we will see y'all next week as we get ready to cast
Don't
the
forget to
rest
plug
of this
yourselves.
this another banger of a best of 3. As again, I'll say I am Banana Bread XD with my gracious co-host and colorcaster Derp, and we'll see y'all next time.
And you're off.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna dip out now. I'll see
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
thanks
gonna
later.
get
for
out of here too. Thanks for catching, guys. That was great.
yeah, thanks for filling in
See ya,
for
bros.
us.